The forbidden scrolls of abundance. Listen closely, seeker of truth, for what you are about to hear has been hidden in plain sight for millennia. I am known by many names across many ages, but you may call me what others have, the keeper of the forgotten way. For 73 years, I have walked this earth. But before that, I studied under masters whose lineages stretch back beyond recorded history to times when wealth was not measured in currency, but in consciousness itself. What I am about to share with you is dangerous, not to your body, but to the illusions you hold dear, the comfortable lies about money that keep you exactly where you are. You see, there is a reason the wealthiest families across centuries, from the Medici to the Rothschilds, from the merchant princes of Mesopotamia to the silent billionaires of today, guard certain principles like sacred flames. These are not principles of greed, they are laws of reality itself. And tonight, I break my silence. The first seal, the illusion of scarcity. Before we speak of wealth, we must shatter the first lie. You have been taught that money is scarce, that there is not enough, that for you to gain, another must lose. This is perhaps the most successful deception ever planted in the human mind. Let me tell you something that will sound impossible. Money is not a thing, it is an agreement. In my youth, I traveled to a remote monastery in the Himalayas. There, I met a monk who had taken a vow of poverty. He owned nothing, not even the robe on his back. It belonged to the monastery. Yet kings and presidents sought his counsel. His wisdom commanded more value than all the gold in their treasuries. One evening, as we sat by a dying fire, I asked him, "Master, you own nothing, yet you lack nothing. How?" He smiled, that knowing smile that pierces through illusion, and said, "Young one, wealth is not what you possess. Wealth is what flows through you. A river does not own its water, yet it is never without it. The moment you try to dam the flow, you create scarcity. The moment you become the riverbed, abundance is your nature." I did not understand then. I was too young, too clever, too filled with the world's wisdom. But I do now. You see, money is energy, like water, like electricity, like breath itself. It must flow. The wealthy know this instinctively. They do not hoard, they circulate. They do not clutch, they channel. They are not reservoirs, they are rivers. And here is the secret within the secret. The universe abhors a vacuum. The moment you create space through giving, through releasing, through letting go of the death grip on what you have, that space fills. Not sometimes, always. This is law. But you must do it from abundance consciousness, not from fear of loss. There is a difference between a farmer scattering seeds and a desperate man throwing away his last meal. The farmer knows, what I release returns multiplied. The desperate man thinks, what I release is gone forever. Same action, opposite consciousness, opposite results. The second seal, the mystery of Alchemy of Attention. Now we come to a teaching so counterintuitive that when I first heard it, I laughed in my master's face. I was promptly asked to leave and not return for 6 months. Best thing that ever happened to me. Here it is, you are terrible at receiving. But keeper, you protest, I would love to receive money, I'm waiting for it, I'm ready. No, you are not. Let me prove it to you. Think of the last time someone gave you a genuine compliment. What did you do? Did you deflect? Oh, this old thing? Did you minimize? It was nothing, really. Did you immediately reciprocate to discharge the debt? No, you look amazing. You rejected it. You refused to receive. And if you cannot receive a compliment, free, abundant, requiring nothing of you, how do you expect to receive wealth? In the ancient texts, there is a parable about a merchant who prayed every day for abundance. Every single day, for years. One night, the divine appeared to him in a dream and said, "I have sent you abundance 1,000 times. You keep sending it back." The merchant woke in confusion. "I never refused anything," he cried. That very day, a stranger offered him a business opportunity. The merchant said, "No, that's too good to be true." A neighbor offered to buy his goods at double price. The merchant said, "No, you're trying to trick me." A child found a gold coin and tried to return it to him. The merchant said, know that belongs to someone else. Do you see, abundance comes in many forms, and we are trained from childhood to refuse it. Don't take candy from strangers. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. These warnings protect children, but they cripple adults. The master receivers of this world, the truly wealthy, they have cultivated what I call the open hand. They do not grasp, they do not push away, they simply remain open. When opportunity comes, they say, "Thank you, yes." When gifts arrive, they say, "Thank you, yes." When compliments flow, they say, "Thank you, yes." Three words that change everything: thank you, yes. Not, "I don't deserve this." Not, "What's the catch?" Not, "Let me repay you immediately." Just a "thank you, yes." Try this for 30 days. Watch what happens. Watch what you have been refusing your entire life. The third seal, the alchemy of attention. Now we venture into deeper waters. There is an ancient principle, older than any religion, that states, energy flows where attention goes. The modern world knows this as the law of attraction, but they have butchered it, diluted it, turned it into wishful thinking and vision boards. The real teaching is far more radical. Your attention is not free. It is the most valuable resource you possess, more valuable than your time, more valuable than your money, because your attention is what transmutes possibility into reality. Let me share something I learned from a Sufi master in Morocco. He said, "Show me your bank account and I will show you your attention's footprints." I was offended. My bank account is small because the world is unfair, because the system is rigged, because... He held up a hand. "How many hours today did you give to worry?" "I don't know, a few." "How many hours did you give to resentment of those who have more?" "That's different." "How many hours did you give to entertainment that numbs you?" "Everyone needs rest." "How many hours did you give to learning skills that increase your value?" I had no answer. He continued, "Your bank account is a mirror. It reflects precisely where your attention has lived. You have fed worry, you have fed resentment, you have fed numbness, and they have grown fat in your life. What you have not fed is the skill, the vision, the service that would feed you in return." This truth cut me to the bone. Because here is what the ancient texts teach: money follows value, and value follows mastery, and mastery follows attention. If you spend 8 hours daily giving attention to someone else's dream, your employer's vision, you will receive just enough money to keep you giving your attention to their dream. But if you spend even 1 hour daily giving attention to your own mastery, your own value, your own vision, the mathematics of reality shift. The wealthy are not wealthy because they work harder. Most work less than you do. They are wealthy because they have learned the alchemy of attention. They give their attention to leverage, to systems, to value creation, to mastery. And reality, being the perfect mirror that it is, reflects back wealth. Where is your attention right now, not just in this moment, but in the tapestry of your days? Is it on problems or solutions? Is it on lack or abundance? Is it on consumption or creation? Your bank account already knows the answer. The fourth seal, the invisible exchange. Shall I continue, seeker? Are you still with me? Good, because now we arrive at the teaching that changes everything. Every financial transaction is a spiritual exchange. The ancient merchants knew this. Before they weighed gold or counted coins, they understood they were trading something far more precious, their life force. Think about it. When you work, you are not really trading hours for money. You are trading your life, your irreplaceable, finite, sacred life, for currency. This makes every dollar you earn sacred, every transaction holy. But somewhere along the way, we forgot this. Money became profane, dirty, something spiritual people shouldn't care about. This is a trap. The Buddhists have a saying, "Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water." After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The wood must be chopped, the water must be carried, the bills must be paid, the children must be fed. The question is not whether you deal with money, you must. The question is, do you do it consciously or unconsciously? Let me tell you about the wealthiest person I ever met. Not famous, you would not know their name, but they owned industries across 3 continents. I asked them once, "What is your secret?" They said, "I bless every transaction." I must have looked confused because they laughed and continued, "When money comes to me, I bless it. I thank the person who paid me. I thank the value I created. I bless the money itself and send it on with purpose. When money leaves me, I bless it. I thank it for serving me. I bless the person receiving it. I release it with gratitude, knowing it will return multiplied." "That sounds like superstition," I said. "Then call me superstitious," they replied, "and call me wealthy." You see, this is not about magic. It is about consciousness. When you bless your transactions, you are present to them, you are acknowledging the exchange, you are respecting the energy. And what you respect, respects you back. Most people are unconscious around money. They resent paying bills. They feel guilt receiving payment. They are anxious checking their balance. They are numb swiping cards. This unconsciousness creates chaos, and chaos repels wealth. But consciousness, gratitude, blessing, this creates coherence, and coherence attracts wealth like gravity. The fire grows dim, seeker, but there is so much more to tell. The 5th seal speaks of the sacred no, how refusal is the foundation of fortune. The 6th seal reveals the power of completion, how unfinished business blocks the flow. The 7th seal teaches the paradox of detachment, how to want without needing. But those teachings are for another time, when you are ready, when you have practiced what you have heard tonight. For now, know this: you do not lack money because the universe is withholding it. You lack money because you have been withholding yourself from the principles that govern abundance. These principles are not mine. I did not invent them. I merely discovered them, carved into the walls of consciousness itself, written in the fabric of reality, tested across 10,000 generations. They work whether you believe in them or not. But they work faster when you do. Go now, look at your life with new eyes. See where you have been refusing to receive. See where your attention truly lives. See where you have forgotten that every transaction is sacred. And when you are ready, when you have tasted the first fruits of these teachings, return. The deeper scrolls await. Until then, remember, the wealth you seek is not out there. It has always been within you, waiting for you to remember how to let it flow. This is the way. This has always been the way. If this teaching has stirred something ancient within you, if you feel the truth of these words resonating in your bones, then you are ready for what comes next. Subscribe to this channel, for in the coming days, I will break the remaining seals. I will reveal the forbidden principles they tried to erase from history. The sacred no, the power of completion, the paradox of detachment, the invisible agreements, the law of consecration, and finally, the 9th gate, which the wealthiest families have protected for centuries. This is not entertainment, this is transmission. Your abundance journey begins now.